In this video, we're going to talk about different multiplication strategies you can use. So the first one is called the standard algorithm. To use the standard algorithm, you stack your two factors, then you multiply. So you start in the ones place, and you multiply the ones place and the ones place. So 3 times 5 is 15. You regroup and carry your 1. Then you move on, staying in the ones place of the second factor to the tens place. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And then you're going to move on to multiplying from that 4, which is in the tens place. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a placeholder. I like to draw it like that. This just means that we are shifting ourselves over 1 because this is actually 40 times 3. So we want to represent that in our answer. So the 4 in 40 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 4 times 1 is 4. Then we add our two answers to get our final product. So 5, 3, 5. So this answer would be 5,535. That is one way that you can use multiplication. Another way is with an area model. Now an area model, or it's also called partial products, you can start with a big square. Then you can decompose or break down your two factors. So this is actually 100 plus 20 plus 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up on the sides and separate them out into their own boxes. 45 is really 40 plus 5. And then you multiply in each box. Well, 40 times 100 is 4,000. 40 times 20 is 800. 40 times 3 is 120. 5 times 100 is 500. 5 times 20 is 100. And 5 times 3 is 15. These are all your partial products, and you're going to add them up. So 4,000 plus 800 plus 500 plus 100 plus 120 plus 15. Add them all up. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 is 3. 0 plus 8 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. Well, I'm going to say 8 plus 1 plus 1, that's 10, plus 5 is 15. 4 plus 1 is 5. So you wind up with the same answer because both strategies are perfectly acceptable. They're just two different ways to get you the same answer. Let me show you one more. Decomposition. Decomposing something means you are breaking it down. So we have 123 times 45, sticking with our same problem. And I'm going to break it down into some friendlier numbers. I'm going to say that 45 is the same as 40 plus 5. So then I would say 123 times, you could write it like that. You could also say 123 times 40 plus 123 times 5. You're distributing that times 123 to each term. That's the distributive property, and it works out here. So then I can multiply 123 by 40, if that's easier for me. That gives me 4,920, plus 123 times 5. I could do that. That would give me 15, 10, 11, 6. Or another way I can do that is I like to do 123 times 10, which is 1,230, and then I divide it in 2 because for me that's easier. If that's not easier for you, you don't have to do it. I would say that's 615. So there are lots of different strategies you can use. And then you add them up, of course. So 5 plus 0 is 5, 1 plus 2 is 3, 9 plus 6 is 15, 4 plus 1 is 5. Oh, look at that. Same answer. So you can use any strategy that you want, including a strategy that I didn't cover. I'm just going to model a few more problems using these strategies. So let's try 12 times 16. So we could try the standard algorithm where we stack them on top of each other. We could draw an area model where we break 12 down into 10 and 2 and 16 into 10 and 6 and multiply them. Or we could decompose and say that 12 is the same as 2 plus 10, and I'm going to multiply both of those by 16. Distribute to both terms. I'm going to rewrite my problem as 2 times 16 plus 10 times 16. All three of these strategies should get me the same answer. Let's see, starting over here. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I'm moving to the tens place, so I'm going to put a placeholder right there so that I start my answer in the right place value. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add both of those together, that gives you 192. Try it over here. 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 6 is 60. 10 times 2 is 20. 6 times 2 is 12. When you add 100 plus 60 plus 20 plus 12, you get 2. 0 plus 6 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 192. Check that out. Last one, 2 times 16 is 32, plus 10 times 16, 160. That adds together to give you 192. All of these are strategies that you can use in class. You do not have to use all of them. I just want you to pick the one that works best for you.